My name is TonyG.
We live for tonight. Let's go. Now everybody say, baila, yeah. Beautiful girls, baila, yeah. Baila, yeah. All over the world. J'adore. Baila, yeah. Baila, yeah. Baila,
I started performing 17 years ago. My sister and I entered the Latin music singing competition at the State Fair of Texas, and we ended up being finalists. And then next thing you know, the people that were doing the event, they said, hey, come out and perform. So it's been 17 years already at the State Fair of Texas. We were named Anthony Sir Garcia, ASG. Now, we sang a lot of Selena music, we sang a lot of cumbias, a lot of Tejano. This was in the 90s, so Tejano music was really popular. It was Kick FM and all these really cool radio stations, so a lot of the older crowds know what I'm talking about. We were jamming back then. Really great memories I had with the State Fair of Texas. That really gave us a stage to grow on. It gave me a stage to experiment on. Not every show was perfect. I'm a perfectionist, so, you grow. So that's one thing I can definitely say to any artist out there that wants to get started in this business, that you're going to need experience. You're going to need some experience. You need to get yourself out there and let them know, hey, I'm a singer, I do this. This is what I want to do, and actually show that you're doing it. Back then we didn't have Facebook. Back then we didn't have Twitter. Back then we didn't have Instagram. A lot of the younger generation these days, you guys got it made. All you got to do is just make the stuff and get it out there. My favorite subject in school, does art count? It was art. Actually, science. I love science. I love planet stuff and star stuff and the whole Milky Way and the aliens, all that kind of cool stuff. I'm into that. That's my favorite. So, I wasn't really good at it, but I liked it. Which one wasn't? Because, my least favorite subject had to have been math. Only because I wasn't good at it. I think I missed something in between there. I had a lot of teachers throughout high school and elementary school. They were great teachers. I was just too busy thinking about music all day, and I think I missed something in there. I missed a piece of the puzzle. So I was bad at algebra. I was bad at geometry. I know them squares and stuff. I was bad at all that kind of math stuff. So I would have to say, because I was so horrible at it and it's my fault, math. But I'm good at counting money. Okay, so this is gonna be awesome because this is gonna bring me back some great memories. Whenever I was in high school, I entered as a sophomore into Booker T. Washington High School for the Performing Visual Arts. Yeah, I know it's a mouthful, but we called it BTW HSPVA, or we just called it Arts Magnet. It's downtown Dallas, and I was a music major. Arts really helped me grow as an artist. I wasn't there for them to teach me how to perform. I wasn't there for them to teach me how to sing. They were pretty much, they knew you could do that because I had to audition to go inside of there. What they did, they just pretty much enhanced it. They gave me that extra boost to give me some education behind it. How to read music and how to play a couple instruments and, study classical music and how to keep your vowels whole, stuff like that. My teacher's probably going to end up watching this, but, growing up, I had a hard time finding myself. I had a hard time trying to fit in. I was never that cool kid in school. I never was. Now look at me, hey. I was never that cool kid in school. I was always that kid that was kind of quiet. I was always to myself. I was kind of a little goody two-shoes. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that was me at the time. I came out of my shell. Going to Arts Magnet really opened me up as a person, opened me up personality-wise, opened me up musically, let me explore different genres of music, because at the time, I only knew Latin music. I only knew who Selena was, I only knew some Latin bands, and I knew, of course, the Britney and the NSYNC, you know, all of them, but, I mean, they opened it up to classical, and then I sang jazz, I went into salsa, you know, all that kind of good stuff. So that's a little bit about my musical education, so at least I know what I'm doing. The advice I'd give to someone trying to be a musician: be patient. Be patient, because without patience, I mean, it's gonna drive you crazy. I mean, a lot of people that are musicians and a lot of people that are wanting to be singers and stuff expect that, oh, you do a couple shows and you become famous overnight. Some people, yeah, that does happen to them, but not always. You really gotta work for it. You know, some people don't get everything handed to them. A good majority of people don't, which is good because it really brings out that artistry in somebody. It really brings out that musician. And I'd say I'm a good example because, I mean, stuff was never really handed to me saying, oh, here's this song, sing it, or oh, here's this record contract or anything. I had to go out and get it. I had to go fight for it. Because now it forced me to write my own music, to sing my own music. I even record my own music. I do everything. Production, everything. And I really taught myself how to do that because I had that passion. I have that drive to where I'm in love with creativity. I get to create something from scratch, and then it sounds pretty cool, and then some other people like it, and great, and it inspires some people. I mean, it's such a great gift being a musician because you really get to communicate with someone straight to their core. You have the power to change someone's attitude, change someone's whole feeling. I mean, they could be feeling like really bad one day and they listen to your song and they feel amazing. Or you could help them get through a breakup, or, you know, it's endless. So my advice to someone that wants to be a musician is just stay patient, keep working hard, work hard at your craft, strengthen yourself as an artist, and think out of the box. Nobody wants to be the same box of crayons. You know, think out of the box. Be different. Be that Lady Gaga. That's why she's so famous. She's different. Be that breath of fresh air. Yes, I'm a nervous person altogether. My friends know that. My family knows that. I get nervous about the dumbest things. I mean, I think a lot. So I think when you think a lot, and especially being a musician, you're a perfectionist. Me being a perfectionist, I want everything perfect. I put my everything into my craft. So when you do that, of course, you know, nerves are gonna come out. Is it gonna come out okay? Am I gonna sound bad? How do I look? Are my clothes okay? Is the sound system gonna be okay? I got so much going through my head on stage, but I don't think nerves are ever gonna go away from me. That's not a bad thing. That just means that if I make it past those nerves, it makes me want it even more, if that makes any sense. Don't know if that makes sense, but I get it. Hopefully you did. My work days are pretty much recording. I try to record as much as possible. I mean, I have my own mini studio, so that's really convenient. I mean, I usually pick up my piano a lot, come up with some chords, and play my guitar, try to come up with a little verse or maybe a melody. You know, it could turn into a song. But what I do most of the day, it'd be social media. I mean, like I mentioned a little earlier, that this generation musicians have a much bigger platform of control over their career. So I'm always on Facebook, I'm always on Twitter, I'm always on Instagram, you name it. Constantly post, constantly put stuff out there, put your name out there, promote stuff, and take pictures and edit the pictures, flyers, my website. You know, that's pretty much my work week consists of. That's nonstop. That's something that I'm not going to give a rest to. It's just make a habit. Keep doing it. Keep going, keep going, keep going, and you'll start seeing it paying off. I don't know sometimes, to be honest. Sometimes I just get inspired, and maybe by listening to a song at the store, and then next thing you know, I have my phone up to my mouth and I'm recording a little verse or recording a melody I kind of heard. I mean, it's kind of everywhere. I mean, sometimes I usually start on the piano though. I usually start on the piano playing some chords, and then that leads to me humming some stuff, and then next thing you know, I got a song developing, and 8 hours later I got a song up. So it's kind of a long process, because you know, you gotta make the music. I make the music first. Some people write first, some people just record a vocal first. My preference is write the music first, get that feeling musically. Then that's going to carry on into your vocals. You start recording and you create a cool song, and bada bing, bada boom. That's it. Are you out there? Can you hear me? I'm currently promoting my debut solo album. It's entitled Call Me TonyG. I wrote, produced, recorded, mixed everything, so it took me over a year to make. So I'm very, very, very excited about it. This has definitely been an amazing journey. I'm very, very excited to put these 10 songs out, so hopefully you guys can check it out and hopefully you like it. It's a little bit of pop, a little bit of EDM, a little bit of acoustic, so that's Call Me TonyG for you. I recently heard myself on the radio for the first time, and that happened January 17th, and I want to thank 89.3 FM KNON, Fuego Friday, DJ Jazz. Thank you guys so much for supporting two of my songs, Baila and Tonight, off of my debut album, Call Me TonyG. If you haven't heard it, go check it out, request it, and let's have a great time. Dreams come true. I'm living mine right now.